Hello, today's our topic is HVDC transmission, which is in part of subject Power System 1. A HVDC transmission is an high voltage DC transmission. Generally, in our day to day life, we see the transmission towers, transmission line, which is and in our home we get the electricity in a form of AC, and AC which is an alternating current. Now we see how the high voltage DC transmission we will be transmit. First we see what is HVDC transmission. A high voltage direct current power system is used DC for transmission of bulk power over a long distance. For long distance power transmission, HVDC lines are less expensive and losses are less as compared to AC transmission. It interconnects the network that have different frequencies and characteristics. An AC transmission alternating waves of voltage and current travels in the line which changes direction every millisecond, and due to which loss occur in the form of heat. Unlike AC line, the voltage and current waves don't change their direction in DC. HVDC line increase the efficiency of transmission line, due to which the power is rapidly transferred. Combined AC and DC system generate AC voltage is converted into DC at the sending end, and then DC voltage is inverted to AC at the receiving end for the distribution purpose. Now conversion and inversion equipment are also needed at two ends of line. HV transmission is economically only for long distance transmission line, and its length more than 600 kilometers, and for underground cables its length is more than 50 kilometers. Now we see the how does HVDC transmission is worked. Now in the figure we see here the generating station where the power is generated, which is in form of AC. Here is the step down transformer which is used to step up transformer which is used to step up a voltage, and there is a converter, two converters are there, and here is the step down transformer, and here is our load are connected. Now a generating substation AC power is generated which can be converted into DC by using a rectifier. HVDC substation or a converter substation, rectifier and inverter are placed at both ends of line. The rectifier terminal change the AC to DC, while the inverter terminal convert DC to AC. The DC is flowing with the overhead line at the user end. Again DC is converted into AC using inverter which are placed at the converter substation. The power remains the same at the sending end and receiving end. DC is transmitted over long distance because it decreases the losses and improves the efficiency. A system having more than two converter stations and one transmission line is called a two-terminal DC system or a point-to-point system. Similarly, if substation has more than two converter stations and interconnected DC terminal line, it's called a multi-terminal DC substation. Now there is a component of HVDC system. HVDC systems are mainly components like converter transformer, converter bridge, surge arrestor, smoothing director and filter like AC and DC. Now converting transformer. The converter transformer converts the AC network to DC network, and they have two sets of three-phase winding. The AC side winding is connected to AC bus bar and the valve side winding is connected to valve bridge. These windings are connected in star for one transformer and delta to another. The AC side winding of two three-phase transformers are connected in star with their neutral grounded. The valve side transformer winding is designed to withstand alternating voltage stress and direct voltage stress from the valve bridge. There are increase in eddy current losses due to the harmonics current. The magnetization in the core of the transformer, core of the converter transformer is because of the following reason. The alternating voltage from AC network containing fundamental and several harmonics, and the direct voltage from valve side terminal also has some harmonics. Now, converting bridge. The conversion from AC to DC and vice versa is done in HVDC converter by using three-phase bridge converter. This bridge circuit is also called a gauge circuit. In HVDC transmission, 12 pulse bridge converter is used, and the converter obtained by connecting 2 or 6 pulse bridge in series. Surge arrestor. A surge arrestor is device to protect electrical equipment from overvoltage transient and caused by the external or internal events. To protect unit of equipment from transient occurrence on the attached conductor, the surge arrestor is connected to the conductor just before it enters the equipment. Now the smoothing reactor. A smoothing reactor is an oil-filled, oil-cooled reactor having a large inductance. It is connected in series with the converter. Now the different component of HVDC system. HVDC system has a number of components. The mainly component like converting transformer, converter bridge, surge arrestor, smoothing reactor and filter. Now converter transformer. The converter transformer converts the AC network to DC network and DC network to AC network. They have two sets of three-phase winding. The AC side winding is connected to AC bus bar and valve side winding is connected to valve bridge. These windings are connected in star for one transformer and delta to another. The AC side winding of two three-phase transformer are connected in star with their neutral grounded. The valve side transformer winding is designed to withstand alternating voltage and direct voltage stress from valve bridge. There increase in eddy current, due to harmonic current. A magnetizing in core of converter transformer is because of the following reason, like the alternating voltage from AC network containing fundamentals and several harmonics, and the direct voltage from valve side terminal also has some harmonics. Now, converter bridge. The conversion from AC to DC and vice versa is done in HVDC converter station by using three-phase bridge converter. This bridge circuit also we called a gauge circuit. In HVDC transmission, 12 pulse bridge converter is used. The converter obtained by connecting 2 or 6 bridge in a series. In this converter bridge, a converter valve, the modern HVDC converter has 12 pulse converter unit and the total number of valve in each unit is 12. The valve is made of series connected thyristor module. The number of thyristor valve depends on the required voltage across the valve, and the valve are installed in valve hall and they are cooled by the air, oil, water and etc. Now surge reactor. Surge arrestor is a device to protect electrical equipment from overvoltage transient caused by external or internal events. This external and internal event like lighting or switching. In here HVDC system, it protects the unit of equipment from transient occurring on the attached conductor. A surge arrestor is connected to conductor just before it enters the equipment. Now the smoothing reactor. A smoothing reactor is an oil-filled, oil-cooled reactor and having large inductance. It is connected in series with the converter before the DC filter. It can be located either on the line side or on the neutral side. It has some smoothing reactors have some of the properties like they smooth the ripples in direct current, they decrease the harmonics voltage and current in DC line, and they limit the fault current in DC line. Communication failure in inverter are prevented by smoothing reactor by like reducing the rate of rising of DC line in the bridge when the direct voltage of another series connected to voltage colopass. A smoothing reactor reduces the steepness of voltage and current surge from DC line, and the stress on the converter valves and valve surge diverter are reduced. Now the filters. Filters generally AC filters and DC filters. The AC and DC harmonics are generated in HVDC converter, and the AC harmonics are injected into AC system, and DC harmonics are injected into DC line. This harmonic have the following advantages. It causes the interference. This harmonics has the following disadvantages. It causes the interference in telephone lines, and due to the harmonics the power loss in machine and capacitor. The harmonics produce resonance in AC circuit, resulting in an overvoltage, instability of converter control. So the harmonics are minimized by we have to minimize harmonics, and for that purpose we use a AC and DC filter, and also we used a high frequency filter. First we see the AC filter. AC filters are RLC circuit connected between phase and earth, and they offer low impedance to harmonic frequency. Thus the AC harmonic current are passed to the earth, and the AC harmonic filter also provide reactive power required for our operation of converter. Now the DC filter. The DC filter is connected between pole bus and neutral bus. It diverts DC harmonic to earth and prevent them from entering DC line. Such type of filter does not require reactive power, as DC line does not require DC power, reactive power. A high frequency filter. The HVDC converter may produce electrical noise in carrier frequency band 20 kHz to 490 kHz, and they also generate radio interference noise in the magnetized range frequency. High frequency filters are used to minimize noise and interference with the power line carrier communication, and such filters are placed between the converter transformer and the station AC bus. So here is the different component of HVDC system. Now types of HVDC system. There are three types of HVDC system which we seen in the figure here. A monopolar system, bipolar system, a homopolar system. The monopolar link has only one conductor. The ground or C is used as the return path. Monopolar link is operated with negative polarity to keep the corona effect. Here in figure we see the monopolar DC line. Now bipolar link. The bipolar link has two conductors, positive and negative, with respect to the ground, and the ground does not carry any current. There are two converters, one each side, and they are connected in series. In figure we see the bipolar type HVDC system. Now homopolar link. The two conductors with the same polarity rate are current flow operated with the common ground return, and it has reduced insulation cost. Now the advantages of HVDC transmission. It occupies less space. A lesser number of conductor and insulator are required, thereby reducing the cost of overall system, and so is less expensive. It requires less face-to-face and ground-to-ground clearance. Their towers are less costly and cheaper. Laser corona loss is less compared to HVAC transmission line of similar power. Power loss is reduced with DC because fewer number of lines are required for power transmission. HVDC system use earth return. If any fault occurs in one pole, the other pole with earth return behave like an independent circuit, and this result in more flexible system. The HVDC has a synchronous connection between two AC stations connected through a HVDC link. Like the transmission of power is independent of sending frequency to receiving end frequency. Hence, it interconnected two substations with different frequency. And due to the absence of frequency in HVDC line, losses like skin effect and proximity effect does not occur in the system, and it does not generate or absorb any reactive power. So there is no need for reactive power compensation, and the very accurate and lossless power flow through DC link. Now we see some of the disadvantages of HVDC transmission system. A complexity of control, inability to use transformer to change voltage level, high cost of convection equipment, the difficulty of breaking DC current which result in high cost of DC current. A converter substation are placed at both the sending end and receiving end of transmission line which result in increased cost. Inverter and rectifier terminal generate harmonics which can be reduced by using active filter, which are also very expensive. If fault occurs in a AC substation, it may result in power failure for HVDC substation placed near to it. Now, inverter used in converter substation have limited overload capacity. Circuit breaker are used in HVDC for circuit breaking, which is also very expensive. It does not have transformer for changing the voltage level. Heat loss occurs in converter substation, which has to be reduced by using the active cooling system. HVDC link itself is also very complicated. So now here we study the basics about the HVDC transmission. Here we see some of the advantages of HVDC transmission and disadvantages of HVDC transmission. With the HVDC system, the power flow can be controlled rapidly and accurately as the both power level and direction. So this possibility is often used in order to improve the performance and efficiency of connected AC network. Using HVDC, interconnected two points in power grid in many cases in the best economical alternative, and furthermore it excellent environmental benefit. And the HVDC technology is used to transmit electricity over long distance by overhead transmission line or submarine cable. So from this lecture we study that, and we conclude that HVDC system is more beneficial than a AC system. But when the distance between the transmission line is longer and also the voltage level of transmission line is higher. So for a small transmission line and a low value of voltage, we choose a AC voltage system, and for high voltage transmission we choose a HVDC systems. Thank you.